Hello, Rosebuds. Welcome in. Let's have some fun, shall we? This is a short game. And it'll be interesting. It's a nice little story game. So let's have some fun.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Very quaint little cabin. It's adorable.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. So many afternoons spent in this armchair. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds... The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
What's this shelf?
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Things to keep us tired.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
We're gonna hear some unpleasant truth about
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Looks like I got everything. Well, I'm still curious on what all your books are. Okay. The Art of Drowning. Okay. Some interesting collections. I can't do that. Can I check in here? Nope.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
Oh, adorable. What's this? That's a little creepy. Got nothing to say about it, though.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
but it's weird. I kind of want to stick with this room for you.
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
Oops. Feel that though. Don't want to talk about the wine? I can talk about wine. I like wine.
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us.
What's it say?
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folk tale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Worm of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise, and here in our mount a snow white mare. Come, husband, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth play your art. Ours shall be a cycle of days, our suns and skies and rainbow ways. That's cute, I like it. What's in here?
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Sussy. True friends stand by each other through every... Yeah?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Okay.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
I don't know, like I'm missing anything. Oh, don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Sorry. Check out the clock.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
I bet.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark.
I'm glad that you're playing in the male's perspective and they're reading it, because I'm not really good at the whole voice thingy. What's in here? This is nothing. Oh, this one. Ooh, what's this?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
It's adorable. That's adorable.
I miss her so much. How is it possible that I can't remember her face?
Grief can do a lot to a person. It really can.
Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistas. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like... What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
That would make fun of me clicking on everything. What's this? What's this? What's that?
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run. These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Not really confusing. What's this? What's that?
Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Woo. Maybe. Nope. Let's see, look at that and that. What's this? What's in here? Ooh. Saucy.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Uh-huh. The thing. The private thing?
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her... I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
I will do this side. I'm guessing this is her side.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess.
Guess not. Oop.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. 2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out.
That should be a decent area for a loft. Ladder in the corner. Looks big enough for a loft. What's this? Oh, let me look at the dream catcher.
There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Yeah, it rhymed. Okay, what's down here? Sweaters. What's in here? Flannels. What do I have this again? I don't want to sneeze. Ugh. Sorry, that's my jeans.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
Cool. Can we open it?
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
Can we open this now?
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But we found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
Let's see, what am I missing?
I better stay in case Serena comes back. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
TMI.
The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions. And there were many more to come.
Oh, hello.
My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck. Her firm bottom. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
There's nothing interesting down here either, but we opened them.
Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before. Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love?
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it. I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better. I should leave.
Where are you going?
I said I'd be back, and here I am. I did come back. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now!
Let's give herself a break from that.
This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
all of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Okay, now we are in the 7 stages of grief. What we're doing, we're going through all 7 stages of
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Okay, yes, sometimes relationships don't work out long term. It looks like they tried to make it last long term, and it didn't go well. You really gotta make sure that your long term goals line up enough to work. And I don't think it did.
The jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength.
Okay, so I picked up the jewelry box. Where did I put it?
Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me.
There you go.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way.
I already read that.
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural?
Where did I put the jewelry box? Do I have an inventory? I do not.
I hate her so much. I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot.
Sounds like you both were to blame, but okay. Grief does
All of
things.
I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about...
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about.
It's actually pretty healthy to go to separate rooms and cool down before you try talking to each other. So at least you tried.
It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute?
Yeah, oh, it's something. Love makes you blind. And that honeymoon stage.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Stupid, feeble mind. It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me?
Isn't that all your books?
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. Why must life always end? All the real color faded from it. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work. Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it?
A little dramatic. Hello.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Who wasn't made the first overtures, named the love unending as time undears, even as we rode across my father's realm. The mystic steed perished thy palm's helm. Know this, scribe it in the final stretch, spill thy love without faulting fay, and end the life. Okay.
Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, move on. Anything else?
I hate all of these aesthetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? It's like looking into my own soul right now.
Nothing on the pictures still.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good rit. I hate her so much.
What's it? Can I inspect the wine now? I can't. Okay. That's it? I can just look at the label? And now I can't. Okay.
All of this, I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Oh, I feel I'm gonna regret this.
I couldn't care less about the damn thing. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was.
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy.
Actually, that could be part. Sleep. You think it's cute until you live with it and you realize that maybe not doing something where you... Yeah.
How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this? I will fix it. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? Why torture myself trying to
At least
remember?
you admit it.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit.
Oh, hush.
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life.
Obviously, she
High
didn't want
blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt...
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
I hate her so much.
Oh, hush. She obviously cared for you.
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed.
You brush your hair before bed. You get all the knots out from the day, so it's not a complete rat's nest in the morning.
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me.
I think you've mildly done a number on yourself, but okay.
Unless she was the one who left. All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
What am I missing?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think. Sunlight. Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when
everything
there's
makes
no
sense.
hope. Nope, the light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Did I see shadows move? It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
I'm curious about that stain. Grant, it's probably just the wine.
Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. I'm too upset to even think straight.
That night? Hey, we're getting someplace finally. Why is it a sliver? Why are you only giving me a sliver to work with? Come on. Ah! Ooh, apparently I'm hungry. That doesn't tell me anything.
I hate her so much.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
All of this... I couldn't care. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Yeah, bite me.
Some of these started a mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Oh, those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I hate her so much.
I need to be on different...
All of this...
Nope. Okay.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Because that's why we're here.
Too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic
What am I
souvenirs
missing?
from our relationship, they're all lies.
What am I missing?
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many... Why torture myself trying to remember?
Clock, I kind of need you to chime again.
I'm too upset to even think straight. No, I can still see. I'm not turning it on. I hate her so much.
What am I missing?
All of these pathetic souvenirs
need to
from our
sit down
relationship,
back with this.
they're all lies.
Talk about fail. Okay, so what's this?
I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Okay, so can I finally open the armor one? Yes.
You realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, we couldn't help your downfall. We tried smoothing it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry, it's all covered. We spent much time here.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time?
Fire will do it.
It's been months since you... Fine.
My God. What is this? It can't... It isn't... How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Those noises sound like more than one person. Are they coming for me? There's something about those voices. I must know. The window.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Is that my body?
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
Oh! Please! Let me go!